You wake up and the first feeling is lack. The first thought is of the mountain you must climb, the problems you must solve, the things you do not yet have. This deficit mindset is the default for most of humanity. It is a subtle poison that colors the entire day with a sense of anxiety and struggle. But what if you could change the very first note of your day, from lack to abundance, from fear to peace? Most people will let this first crucial moment slip by. Do not be most people. The principle that transforms everything is waiting in your first conscious breath. The first breath. The moment of waking is the most sacred and potent moment of your entire day. It is a crossroads. In that single brief instant between the world of dreams and the world of form, you have a profound choice. You can follow the well-worn path, the one your mind automatically takes, which leads directly into the territory of yesterday's worries and tomorrow's tasks. Or you can choose a different path. You can choose to dedicate your very first conscious breath of the day to a single powerful act, the act of recognition, of sincere acknowledgement for the simple fact of your existence. This is the foundation. Before your mind can grasp onto problems to be solved or goals to be achieved, you bring your full attention to the miracle that has just occurred. You have been given another day. Your lungs are breathing. Your heart is beating. Your consciousness has returned from the void of sleep. This is not a small thing. It is the greatest gift. To consciously acknowledge this gift with your first breath is to set the energetic tone for everything that follows. You are starting your day from a place of fullness, not a place of emptiness. You are starting with what you have, not with what you lack. This first breath of gratitude is a discipline. It is a training of the mind. In the beginning, you will have to consciously remember to do it. The old habit of lunging straight into worry will be strong, but with consistent practice, this conscious choice will become a new, deeply ingrained habit. It will become the natural orientation of your spirit upon waking. Imagine the difference between two journeys. One begins with the panicked thought, "How will I ever reach the destination?" The other begins with a deep, peaceful feeling of gratitude for the beautiful vehicle one has been given for the journey. The path is the same, but the quality of the journey is completely different. This practice rewires the very circuitry of your brain. It moves you from a state of chronic stress and anxiety, the fight or flight mode, into a state of peace and receptivity. In that state of gratitude, the mind is clearer. Your problem-solving abilities are sharper. Your creativity is more accessible. By taking a single moment to anchor yourself in gratitude, you are not avoiding the challenges of the day. You are preparing yourself to meet them with far greater resources, from a place of centered strength rather than from scattered fear. Do not underestimate the power of this simple act. The quality of your first conscious moment has a ripple effect that will touch every other moment of your day. It is the tuning fork that sets the vibration. If the first note is one of anxiety and lack, the entire symphony of your day will be discordant and stressful. If the first note is one of sincere, quiet gratitude, the symphony will be one of harmony and grace. The choice of which symphony you wish to listen to is yours to make in that first sacred breath of the morning. The inner inventory. After dedicating the first breath to the simple miracle of existence, the practice deepens. You remain in stillness for a few more moments and you begin to take an inner inventory. This is not an inventory of your problems or your to-do list. It is an inventory of your blessings, a conscious accounting of the fundamental treasures that are so often overlooked because they are constant. You are intentionally shifting your focus from what is wrong to what is right. You are training your attention to see the wealth that already surrounds you. You begin with your own body. You bring a gentle awareness, a sense of quiet thanks to your senses. You have eyes that can see the soft light of the morning. You have ears that can hear the sound of the world waking up. You have a sense of touch that allows you to feel the warmth of your blankets. These are extraordinary gifts, complex instruments of experience that you did not create, but which have been given to you. To take a moment to truly appreciate them is to rediscover a profound sense of wealth that has nothing to do with money. So many live their entire lives without ever consciously giving thanks for the simple ability to see a sunset. You then expand your awareness to the basic provisions of your life. You have shelter from the elements. There is a roof over your head. You have access to clean water. You have food available to nourish your body. For a vast portion of human history, and for many on the earth even today, these are not givens. They are profound luxuries. By consciously acknowledging these fundamental pillars of your physical security, you cultivate a powerful antidote to the poison of mindless consumption and perpetual wanting. You anchor yourself in the reality of your own abundance rather than in the fantasy of your perceived scarcity. Then, your awareness turns to the intangible but even more precious treasures. You bring to mind the people in your life who care for you. You think of a friend, a family member, a partner. You do not think of the complications or the unresolved issues. You simply hold the feeling of love and connection in your heart. You feel gratitude for the simple fact of their presence in your life, for the laughter you have shared, for the support they have given. This practice softens the heart. It dissolves the small resentments and frustrations that can accumulate in any relationship, reminding you of the deeper truth of your connection to others. This inventory is not a hollow intellectual exercise of just listing things in your head. It is a practice of feeling. You must allow the genuine emotion of gratitude to arise within your chest. It is a warm, expansive feeling. Let it fill you. This feeling itself is a healing balm for the spirit. It changes your biochemistry. It soothes your nervous system. By consciously cultivating this feeling each morning, you are not just thinking grateful thoughts. You are embodying the state of gratitude. You are marinating your entire being in its restorative power, preparing a solid emotional and spiritual foundation before the first demands of the day have even had a chance to reach you. The right perspective. The consistent daily practice of gratitude fundamentally alters your perspective. It changes the lens through which you view the entirety of your life, especially its challenges. Without this practice, the natural human tendency is to magnify our problems. A small inconvenience can feel like a catastrophe. A difficult task can seem like an insurmountable mountain. Our minds get locked in a narrow negative focus, and we lose all sense of proportion. Gratitude is the corrective lens that restores a true and balanced perspective. When you have started your day by consciously counting your foundational blessings, the problems that arise later in the day appear in their true size. A frustrating traffic jam is no longer a personal tragedy. It is a minor inconvenience when weighed against the gift of having a vehicle, of having a place to go, of having a life to live. A difficult conversation is no longer a source of terror. It is a challenge to be met, but it cannot shake your foundation when you are already grounded in the much larger reality of the love and support that surrounds you. Gratitude does not make the challenges disappear. It simply shrinks them down to their proper manageable size. It is like climbing to the top of a hill. From the valley, a single boulder can block your entire view. But from the hilltop, you see the boulder for what it is, a small object in a vast, beautiful landscape. Your morning practice is your daily climb to the top of that hill. It gives you the high vantage point from which to see your entire life, the blessings and the challenges in their right and proper relationship to one another. You see that your blessings are the vast landscape and your problems are the small, temporary boulders. This perspective shift brings with it a profound sense of resilience. When your spirit is nourished by a deep and genuine sense of gratitude, it becomes more flexible, more durable. You are less likely to be shattered by setbacks or disappointments. You are able to navigate the inevitable difficulties of life with a sense of grace and inner calm, because you are not operating from a place of desperation. You are operating from a deep reservoir of inner wealth. This resilience is one of the greatest fruits of a sustained gratitude practice. It is the inner strength that allows you to bend without breaking. This is the meaning of being truly blessed. A blessed life is not a life without challenges. That is an impossible fantasy. A blessed life is a life in which you have cultivated the wisdom and perspective to see the blessings that are always present, even in the midst of the challenges. The blessing is not the absence of storms. The blessing is the strength of the harbor you have built within your own heart through your daily discipline. This strength, this perspective, this resilience, this is the true gift that your morning practice bestows upon you. It prepares you not for a perfect life, but for a real one.